Later that night, Mushu sneaks into What's-His-Name's tent to put doubts of Mulan in his dreams. After Mushu's first phase of being obnoxious is done, he built some stick figures to make them look like Mulan and the three princesses, and to show how much of a terrible person he is. By using the Mulan puppet to pretend to talk shit about What's-His-Name. What is this, high school?
Oh, except for that garlic breath.
Wait, that boy can peel paint. Oops.
Fuck my life. Then Pony Guy marches to Mulan, while Mushu is proud of being a dick.
I am good.
Fuck you. Then Pony Guy confronts Mulan about shit she didn't do. And it's just awkward. Whose idea was it to have a couple argue over a misunderstanding? It's not fun or entertaining. This just makes these characters unlikable. Then Mulan asks Pony Dick why he's covering his mouth.
I wouldn't want to peel your paint.
Hey, that's offensive to paints everywhere.
What's with him?
Oh!
What's with her? Who am I talking to?
Hilarious. I would be laughing at that comment if it wasn't so fucking stupid. While the first movie had exaggerated faces and movements during the funny parts, but during the more serious scenes, the characters' movements are more subtle. What also helped us understand to take things seriously was the color changed the mood of a scene to add more depth and drama. But in this, everyone looks rubbery and too exaggerated to the point where they look unhinged. Which makes things harder for me to know how to feel in scenes like this. Should I be laughing at how people are moving or what they're saying? Or should I feel weird about this relationship problem since Mushu is the one who's causing it? Mulan vents her frustrations about Pony Dick to Mushu. And of course, he acts like he's being a good friend by giving her the advice to dump What's-His-Name. What a lying sack of shit. Meanwhile, the three idiots guard in a weird way until they see the three princesses walk out of their tent. The big guy sees the ladies, and he knows about their dreams because he listened to their song like a weirdo. They fight over who gets to bullshit first until they start to brawl. All of the noises startle the sisters, and the pink one asks if anything is okay. Then the ugly guy makes up a story about how the big guy dreams of being like other guys by going to a fair with everyone else. The two dumb princesses want to go to the fair, and the smart purple princess reluctantly agrees despite detecting the bullshit from the guys. China is fucked. Mulan continues to bitch to Mushu about What's-His-Name until he notices that everyone else is leaving camp. And what does he do? He dicks around saying a bunch of nonsense until he finally tells Mulan that her war buddies are fucking up their mission. I lost most of the footage that follows, mostly because I pressed something that deleted those scenes. I shouldn't have had whiskey and 3 margaritas at 8 in the morning. Anyway, Mulan goes out to look for the princesses and her dumb war buddies without telling What's-His-Name, out of spite. Because why would this soldier put aside her grudges against her fiancé to complete a mission? That would just be too mature of her. Our hero of China, everybody. What's-His-Name looks around camp to find that everyone is missing. Then he finds the pink princess's letter. He thinks Mulan put her up to this, and then he looks for everyone. At the dumb fair, the war buddies do their dumb thing with each of their respective princesses. It turns out the purple princess shows Skinny Guy she has the same dumb type of humor by putting chopsticks up her nose, like the Skinny Guy did earlier in the movie. So that's dumb. And then all of the couples cozy up under the moon, and they feel awesome about it until Mulan shows up. Seeing no way out of this douche chill, the pink princess tells Mulan they left camp because all of them are in love. And Mulan is totally cool with it. Nice to know they are okay to let the Mongols go to kill everyone in their country. But whatever, true love comes first. Then what's-his-name shows up to yell at the three fucks for not doing their job well. Mushu's enjoying this because he's a dick. Ponytail guy shows everyone the pink letter and reads the duty and hard part. What's-his-name reminds the princesses about their vow and duty. Duty. Pony Dude yells at the three idiots to take the princesses back to camp and to not speak to them ever again. Then the three idiots and the princesses wobble around in sadness, and what makes this scene funny is that this was supposed to be taken seriously. I mean, Pony Dildo may seem harsh, but he has a point. I mean, everyone in China will be killed or worse if the princesses don't marry anyone in the other kingdom. Therefore, the alliances can't happen if they all run away. Are me and what's-his-name are the only people who understand this? Look, I'm against arranged marriages, but they will only be married and titled only. So couldn't they just, be lovey-dovey with the guys on the side? Selfish morons. Also, the Emperor says you have 3 days to go to Qigong, and now you're down to 2, so move your ass. We get more of the main couple fighting because I guess this movie wasn't awkward enough. Does this shit happen in every one of these sequels? Does Pongo cheat on Perdita in 101 Dalmatians 2? Does Ariel and Prince Eric sign divorce paper in Little Mermaid 2? If so, I'm not interested in that shit. Mulan says to what's-his-name that he has good qualities, but he doesn't trust his heart. That line gets funnier every time she says it because it's so bad. They decided to break up because they are too different from one another, and what's-his-name rides off like a bitch. The next morning, everyone is sad about breaking up with one another, which would make any trip like this awkward as fuck. So Mushu decides to be an insensitive prick by being cheerful that Mulan isn't talking to her pony guy anymore. And Mushu says that Mulan can always talk to him. I really want to eat this motherfucker with a side of crab ragoon so I don't have to hear his voice anymore, and I can get a good meal out of it. Anyway, the princesses and Mulan talk about how sad they are, and the war buddies figure out a loophole on expressing how they feel about the princesses by talking near them instead of to them. Ah, you sneaky bastards, you. I lost more footages by mistake, so I'll tell you what happens next. A group of bandits attack our heroes, and during the fight, one bandit captures the pink princess. Then our heroes chase after the bandit to a wooden bridge and saves the pink princess. But the bandit cuts the ropes of the bridge, causing it to collapse, leaving Mulan to grab onto what's-his-name's hand and on the bridge. Mulan is barely holding onto the bridge, so Pony Bland lets go of her hand and falls to his death so Mulan can live. Oh no, his death looks permanent and won't somehow fake me out by surviving somehow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention before this scene, Mushu felt so bad about breaking Mulan up with Ponyfuck, to the point that he confesses to her about his douchebag actions. Little late for that. Everyone is sad about the pony guy's apparent death, and Mulan decides to go to the different kingdom without the group. Pony guy's horses smell out the area, until someone pulls on it, revealing that what's-his-name survived the fall. Wow, what a shock. At Qigong, Mulan explains to another royal douchebag that the princesses died in a carriage accident, and the royal guy gets butthurt about it. Until Mulan offers to marry one of his sons.
The hero of China. Oh, a jewel in your crown, far more dear than 3 mere princesses.
Why? She doesn't own any land or have stuff that can help you with, so how would you benefit from this? The royal guy is cool with this and shows Mulan his loser son. All of the couples wonder what to do until what's-his-name shows up, and everyone's happy that he is alive. What's-his-face decides to head to the kingdom to do something. Yeah, good plan. Long hair tells everyone to stay put, and the skinny guy wonders if that was an order. Then the big guy figures out a loophole of the general making a suggestion for them to stay. And they go to the kingdom anyway. Gotta love loopholes. Mushu feels really bad for being an ass, and Mulan doesn't want to be his friend anymore. And who can blame her? Before Mulan can go through the marriage, it is stopped by a ninja star. And we can guess who threw it. Oh, that's his name. Mulan and Shane are happy to see each other, but the king pushes Shane away because he is a dick. Mushu freaks out until the bug points to the dragon statue, and this gives Mushu an idea. Shane proclaims his love for Mulan and wants to marry her on the spot. But the king's having none of that, so he orders them to be separated. But fire stops everyone, and it's Mushu who is pretending to be the Dragon of Unity. Did I mention anything about this Dragon of Unity stuff? No? Whatever, I don't care. He tells the king to let Mulan and Shane marry, and to let the three guys marry the princesses. But I don't think he mentions anything about them helping out with the Mongols. The climax of the first movie had a sword fight and some explosions. But the climax in this one feels like a stupid rom-com, which makes this into an even bigger letdown. Back at home, Mushu packs his things before he can serve the obnoxious ghosts again. But wait a second. Mulan and Shane put a stone tablet in the shrine. Mushu asks the bald ghost what this means, and he tells him that by combining the family tablets, that he can still be guardian for the Mulan family. This makes Mushu so happy that he outs himself to Shane by mistake. But turns out Mulan told Shane all about Mushu's existence and what he's been doing throughout the movie. But Shane is cool with everything, despite the fact that Mushu almost ruined their relationship. The couple laugh, and Mushu barks orders at the spirits, as if the kids watching at home would find this shit funny. So, what about the attack from the Mongols? Is it put on hold? What the hell's gonna happen to China? I don't know. This shit's never brought up again. Wasn't it the whole reason this plot happened? And are we just gonna forget that the Emperor made a big deal out of it? You know, come to think of it, I remember learning in history class that the Mongols invaded China and won. So everyone is fucked. Nice going, Mulan. This movie sucks my ass. Every gender stereotype challenge in the first movie is reinforced in this one. The characters are immature idiots. The moral is confusing as fuck. The animation is weird, and the story is boring, mean-spirited, and just dumb. It's also uncomfortable to sit through. And another thing that pisses me off is that neither Mulan or anyone else saved the day in any meaningful way. Some of the characters never shut up about what Mulan did in the first movie, so this doesn't stand on its own very well. And the movie never presents a different solution to solve the princess's marriage problems. Instead, it just does some early 2000s Disney bullshit. If you want to see any Mulan action, watch the first movie again. Don't watch this shitfest. It's insulting to the first movie, and it's insulting to me, sober or drunk. Being pulled over for a DUI and thrown up on a cop was a lot more fun than watching this. And it wasn't nearly as fun as seeing those two hookers pee on my Game Boy Advance. You didn't hear that last part.